Hello, everyone. My name is Laura Fridmanson of Activate Corporate Relations and Training, and welcome to another episode of the Indigenous Entrepreneurs Network, where I get the distinct opportunity to speak with and learn about Indigenous entrepreneurs in Canada who are up to big things in the world. And today is no different. I'd like to introduce you to our latest guest, Val MacDonald of the Hawaiian First Nations on Vancouver Island. Valerie has been the owner-operator of the Benjamin Moore store in Port Alberni for, I believe, the last 10 years or so. And she's got a really exciting business journey to share with us. So I'll let her take it away. Val, thank you so much for being here with us today. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Well, thanks for having me. Actually, I took over the Benjamin Moore store here in Port Alberni September 2008. So over 12 years now. Yeah, it was opened May 2005, and I had known the owners before, and I was traveling back and forth from Qualicum, coming here doing color consultations for people and doing painting, and I was their go-to girl for that kind of stuff. And then when they decided to sell it, they gave me the opportunity, the first one to buy it. So I went ahead and decided I will give it a try.
Excellent. Were you nervous, or were you just like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think most people starting a business, wonder, is this for me? And the entrepreneurial route, like, is it doable? Am I capable? And then you find out once you go down that road that it's more than rewarding, and it's everything you create is yours.
Exactly. Well, you become the business. What can I say? It's a great opportunity, and I was absolutely afraid to go ahead and do it because I knew I'd have to make a lot of life changes, right? I was already running my own painting, decorating, and housekeeping business in Parksville. And as I said, I would come back and forth to Port Alberni and help the previous owners out here. But I always had my own schedule. I was able to keep my own schedule. And this was a little bit more grounding for the first quite a few years. The challenges of writing the business plan and getting the financing together, and I had to come up with a huge deposit. So I put myself into working like 7 days a week to come up with the deposit. At that time, my son would have been about 14, so he was attending school down in Parksville, Bolinas, and I started commuting. It was September, I got the store, and I started commuting back and forth, and I did that for 7 years.
Wow.
But for the first 3 years, it took a lot because I was still learning. I did take my bookkeeping and accounting and simply accounting through Malsapina and Parksville. So that benefited me a lot, and the nation had paid for that. I did 4 years of upgrading and never, ever really imagined that I would really need that education, right? Because I didn't know what I was going to do. Sure. I think for me, it was more so saying, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this a try and I'm going to do it. And I was absolutely petrified. Only because it was a big undertaking. Mm-hmm. So taking over the shop was more than just paint. We were doing paint, flooring, all sorts of flooring. Yeah, custom blinds, all the paint supplies. I had already put in... how many years? I think about 6 or 7 years working in Benjamin Moore in Parksville, having my own painting and decorating company. So I was sent to school. I got certificates through Benjamin Moore. And then the shop. It's going on 20 years with Benjamin Moore now.
Wow, that's incredible. What a fantastic story. And is there... you own the business yourself and you manage it all yourself. Is that correct? You don't have any partners? So, wow, no. You're a busy woman, and plus you're a mom.
My daughter is 6 years old now. Okay. My son's going to be 27.
Oh, wow.
And I have 2 grandbabies.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
You really are a busy woman. Wow.
Absolutely. Yeah, so it was, I commuted back and forth for 7 years
Holy
from
smokes.
Qualicum, and I finally decided to move to Port Alberni. So I wasn't commuting with my daughter over the hump every single day, 6 days a week.
Wow.
So I've been here. Like I was saying, the first 3 years of having the store was learning, because it's not taught if you're doing something like this.
Totally.
I had to remember to pay the government. Right? There's penalties associated to being late paying the CRA. And they're not small penalties when you're paying them a lot of money.
When you're an entrepreneur, you wear a lot of hats, right? It's not
absolutely
just one particular job. It's not just the production of helping the clients, but it's also all of the operational,
all the administration
that goes along with running a business. So it may seem overwhelming, especially at first, but usually there's people that are around that can help you figure it out, right? Whether it's the taxation accounting firm that you mentioned, or it's friends, or even I know there's some Indigenous resources like TAC and like NEDC.
Yep, that's who I went through, was NEDC.
Yeah, who are really helpful in supporting both with funding as well as training. And so what else, how else have you been able to, because running a business is, very time consuming. So how do you balance work and life when you're, the business is you?
Good staff. Keep your staff happy.
Right. For sure.
It's been hard. Like, I wasn't a person that could fire somebody. So I've gone through some staff.
Okay.
And I like to say, I try to keep them more like family, and your personalities tend to meet. So my girls were like yin and yang. They balanced me out. And
personalities.
The one, she's been here for 10 years now.
Oh, that's great.
I've had my sisters work for me. My older sister worked for me for about 3 years, which was great. My younger sister was here with me for just over 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
family affair.
Yeah. So I have had some staff here that have been a long time. Melissa's been my longest girl for over 10 years now.
Oh, that's great.
And my nephew, he was going to high school, which is just up the street from the shop, and he'd come do some hours for me. And through the whole COVID now for the last 10 months, he has been my saving grace.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so he's 19. And to tell you the truth, I am not a very good trainer. Like, I am not a teacher, but I have to teach people.
Right. Well, sometimes we have to learn. We've got to gain a skill that we don't have.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. So what would you say, Val, would be one of the largest challenges that you've overcame, one of the biggest lessons that you've learned in being a business owner? So if you knowing what you know now, if you knew it back then, what would you do differently, or would you?
I really wouldn't do anything differently. Okay. It's just, you become the business and you have to be here. And everybody always asks, where's Val? Where's Val? Can I talk to Val? I'm here. I need to speak to her. And it's just, it could be just simple things too, like needing a gallon of paint. And we can look up their history and the staff can make it. Right. But, you become the face of the shop. The challenges are, I've had a lot of stuff happen over the last 7 years. Like, my house burned down. I've gone through a lot of emotional and family passings and, divorce and a bunch of other stuff. Right. So being the entrepreneur, being the business, being the owner of a business, it's really hard to be able to take that time off. Like, my house burned down. I had to come back to work the next day. And that was back in 2013. So I had to come back to work. I had to be here. I had to open my store. Oh my
gosh, holy resilience.
So to try and keep things together it's really tough, because you need to be here. And then you can arrange from there to have somebody come in and say, okay, can you open tomorrow? I need to take tomorrow off. Right. But as I said, even people passing away is, you keep your happy face even when you want to cry. Right. And that's the hardest part, right? Absolutely. You get used to it. And some things will trigger you. I've had to walk away from customers, but you know what? I need 5 minutes. I'll be back. And I'd come to my office and just like break down and cry over something. But
good for you though, for knowing how to manage your own emotions. I think that is a really big one too when we're self-employed.
Yeah, so it's a lot. The nice thing too, though, is when you get to have good staff, I have been able to take holidays and say, okay, well, I'm going to go to Mexico for a week. I need to release, unwind, and just have my downtime and be able to trust them. You trust them with your whole entire life. And that's what this is now. It is my life. It pays my bills, it pays for my daughter's stuff and my grandbabies, and you're not getting it for free. You're actually working.
Right, of course. You have to a lot of sweat equity in that undertaking. But is it rewarding? Do you find it rewarding?
Yes, I do. I go through my emotions where I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore because
I think we all do, Val.
Well, through this whole COVID thing, I was here 6 days a week. I'm here 48 hours a week. I take my laptop home. I do my accounting at home. So a few nights a week, I'm still up till 10, 11 o'clock at night doing my paperwork or responding to emails. And I'm going, oh, I forgot to order this. And then, and even on a Sunday, there isn't really a rest time for me unless I can say, ladies, I'm leaving. I'm going to go away to Saskatchewan or Las Vegas or Mexico and just take that breather. But when I'm on a holiday still, I check my emails.
I don't think many of us turn off these days, even those who are not entrepreneurs. It's hard to turn off. But I absolutely relate. I mean, it's when you're running your own company, it's your baby. I don't know about you. I just think it's fantastic. I can't imagine doing anything else. And I know entrepreneurship is not for everybody, but it seems to me that you really love what you do. And it's nice too, because you're employing family members and you're employing other people in the community. And it sounds like you're a very community focused store. So everybody in the town probably knows you. You probably
my gosh, I think so. Plus, not only that is oh my gosh, how many years ago? I was approached by the Pizza Factory, Brian from the Pizza Factory, and we started talking about doing a community Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. They would cook all the foods. People drop the gifts off here at the shop, and we'd sit here at nighttime and, wrap gifts and have a little work bee. And I think we had like 20 people here the one night wrapping Christmas presents for the community. So people just drop it off here, drop off donations. And so we do it every second year. So we've done 3 now. And so as 2019 was our last one, which was kind of good. People still asking us, are you going to do one? It's like, no, it's 2020. We're going to do it next year. Sure. So hopefully by the end of this year, we will have the community Christmas dinner.
Oh, that is such an awesome thing that you do. I love that.
It's fun. We did I think we cooked for over 400 people. We have gifts, we have Santa, we have music, we have, the one year we had karaoke, which was kind of neat.
That was fun.
Like myself, I donate $500 and I go buy gift cards, and we'll use them as prizes between grocery stores and other like Walmart grocery stores and other things like that. And we just donate or give tickets at the front door, and then we do the draws, and people will win these gift certificates and gifts and whatnot. So I think that's pretty neat.
That's super neat.
I do a lot of sponsoring in town, so a lot of people do know the store. It's pretty neat.
That's so great. That's so nice to hear, Val. I mean, I love when I hear business stories where there's also very much a strong social component to it. So it sounds to me like you very much, that's important to you as well, and your staff. So that's so neat.
Oh, definitely. We do a lot here. At least we try to make life a little bit easier for people, and the girls are great with colors, and they know their stuff. They've been trained, and they read a lot, so that's a good thing too.
Oh, for sure. That's the other, I'm sure you can probably relate to this. The other thing about being in business for yourself is you're always learning. Yes. You never stop learning.
Yeah.
What do you do you see in your future? What for your Benjamin Moore store? What do you want to do? Do you want to expand it? Do you want to keep it the one store and have it be more of a lifestyle business, or what do you see?
I like having just the single shop.
Yeah.
And because I'm not just Benjamin Moore,
Right.
I have the Benjamin Moore logo.
Okay.
So, and I am the paint store, but I'm allowed to carry other things as well.
Got it. Okay.
So I've gone through different things. Like lately I've been doing more arts and crafts stuff. So that's been nice. Occasionally I do some bedding, more so around Christmas time. I'll bring in bedding and pillows, and people buy all that. I got some people that really love the pillows, so they're always in to buy them every year.
They must be comfortable.
Yeah. What else? Like the blinds, I do all the blinds. I love working with window coverings. So I'm going to stick to doing that for sure. Could not see myself doing anything else. Even when I get discouraged and I'm going, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so tired. I need a break. I just like, no. Then I'll take my downtime and I'll sit and have my coffee and go, you won't do anything else. No, this is what I am doing.
I relate to that 100%, Val. It's the same. I think, every single day can't be perfect, right? Sometimes we have lessons we need to learn. And so those challenges, I think, is what makes us learn them and grow stronger. Well, Val, you have been such a pleasure to speak with today. And I know our viewers are really going to get a lot out of what you shared. And
I hope so.
Thank you again so much for being here. And
well, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And hopefully we can have you on again in the future and see how everything's going post-COVID, because one day we're going to be out of this.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
I know.
And a holiday.
Same. I can't wait to get on a plane again.
Yes. I hear Las Vegas calling my name.
Yes, exactly. Same.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Right on. Me too. Okay, well, thanks again, Val, and we'll definitely have you back on in future shows. And everyone, thank you for tuning in today. And if you enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you did, please hit the subscribe button below. And we look forward to seeing you again on the next episode. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you.